So yeah, I mean, anything could have had those men go the way they went. But no, the Lord directed their paths. The Lord directed their steps. So what? They can ultimately come into this truth and follow Him. All right. So what? They can be saved, Lord. So they have a hope of being saved. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look up that word going. Even though I know it means steps, companionship, but it figuratively means steps. Basically, the way you go, the way you walk. All right. I'm gonna read Proverbs. This Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers. It says, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whitherso he will. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth. Slakia. It says, but the Lord pondereth the heart. And the word ponder is basically meaning balance, decide what's right and wrong, Going back at the top of this, is that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. And that just shows you right now. And the reason why they use king here is to show you even the mightiest king on this planet Earth, even the Lord even can turn his heart to do what his will, man. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of the water. All right. Because what? The rivers of water can flow any way, and he turned it whitherso he will. So whatever the Lord seems fit, whatever the Lord seems to deem what's right, the Lord can turn it that way, man. Whether he wants the king to do this, or whether he wants the king to do that. And it also shows you what? The Lord can anybody on this planet Earth, the Lord can control with his will, man. All right. Whether it be the highest king all the way down to the lowliest peasant. All right. It doesn't matter. The Lord can turn his heart to anything the Lord wants him really to do, So if the Lord has you out here fucked up and doing this and doing that, guess what? That's how the Lord has you, man. All right. However you have it, that's how the Lord has you, man. It says, I'm going to Wisdom of Solomon now. This is Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 11 verse 25. It says, how can anything have endured if it had not been thy will, or been preserved if not called by thee? All right. So that's showing you what it says. How can anything endure if it not be thy will? So I mean, it shows you what Solomon was like, man, it's impossible for something to endure if the Lord did not sanction it. So if the Lord said, hey, this is not going to be, then guess what? It's not going to be, because the Lord didn't want it to be. All right. Because of his will. Or how can something be preserved and it not called by thee? So guess what? If it didn't get the okay from Yahweh, then it's not going to be, man. If it doesn't get that okay. Scriptures also says what? There's not a bird that falleth out the sky if the Lord did not sanction it. So the Lord has control and his will upon everything, man. You don't have the power to do what you want. You don't have the power to determine your own destiny, so to speak, or your own decisions. All right. That's all what sanctioned by the Lord. This is Job chapter 33 and verse 15. It says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumbering upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. So what, man? So when men are sleeping, when people sleeps, guess what? That's when the Lord was working on your brain. That's when the Lord is basically sealing you on what you're gonna do the next time you go to sleep, or that following day. All right. The Lord is sealing your instructions, man. So when you wake up, you're just like a robot. You do everything that the Lord told you to do. There isn't no mistakes. That wasn't a mistake day. Damn, my car broke down. This happened. That happened. The Lord sealed your instructions for that. All right. This last one I'm going to get. I'm going to end it at this. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 18. It says, therefore, hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will harden. It says, Verse 19, it says, thou wilt say unto me, why doth he find fault? For who hath resisted his will? And the answer is nobody, man. Nobody can resist the will of the Lord, man. Nobody can say, oh, the Lord wants me to do this, but I'm going to do the opposite. And even if you do that, even if you do something and saying, oh, the Lord wants me to do this, but guess what? I'm going to do this just to show you that I got free will. No, guess what? The Lord knew you thought that, and guess what? He outthought you, so he wanted you to pick that way. There's no outthinking the Lord. Scriptures in the book of Isaiah 55th chapter says what? Your ways are not my ways, neither are your thoughts my thoughts. The Lord can think 1,000,000 times ahead of us, man. 1,000,000 times. Think of chess. How you have to think 2-3 steps ahead. I think if a person thinks 3 steps ahead is considered a genius, the Lord can think 1,000,000 infinity times ahead of us, man. He'll win every time. Not one mistake made. So the Lord knows what steps we're going to make him before we even make them. Because why? Because it came from him. He's the one who gave us the steps in the first place. All right. So all that free will nonsense, all that free will mumbo jumbo is out of here, man. All right. There's no such thing of it. Get rid of it. That's that Alison Crowley spirit still lingering around. Do what thy will. Free will. Manifest destiny. Not manifest destiny. Stop it. Control your own destiny. Control your own fate. Nah, man. Fuck all that, man. That shit's how can I say false doctrine. All right. So get rid of that, man. And understand that Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua has control over everything, man. Every little thing. All right. And with that, shalom until next time.